Could this be more clear what is happening? Karoline Leavitt and Donald Trump and this administration, they don't want to make public labor data because it's already started. People are getting laid off. So after Donald Trump fired unceremoniously, some believe illegally, the commissioner of the Bureau of Labor Statistics because there was an accurate representation that we are in the very beginning of a tailspin of our economy. And Donald Trump, it's like, we got to hide these numbers. We can't have the truth coming out that my tariff policy is going to lead us to ruin. He doesn't want that. So he fired the lady. And who did he hire but a sycophant author of Project 2025 from the Heritage Foundation? I just finished talking about the what heritage they intend to protect. I guess I'll leave that to you. The Heritage Foundation. Well, a reporter asked a question about this, about not issuing reports on a monthly basis. And now they're going to, we're going to do quarterly, or maybe we're just going to suspend it altogether. Comes at a very convenient time when, again, we are on the precipice of a downturn in the economy, to put it as lightly and most delicately as I can. It could be a tailspin. It could be a recession. It could be another depression brought on by Donald Trump. He was handed a gangbusters economy. As much as they talk, this country was dead. It was dead, and now we're the hottest country in the world. Except for inflation rising, except for the stock market crash that was directly predicated by, within hours of Donald Trump's Liberation Day announcement. Except for all of that. A reporter asked about this. Here's Karoline Leavitt's response and the question. And then we're going to get to who this guy is, who is replacing the actual competent statistician who worked as the commissioner of the Bureau of Labor Statistics.
Yeah, thanks, Caroline. I know you said earlier the hope is to maintain monthly job reports, but the president's new nominee for BLS Commissioner E.J. Antoni recently told Fox Business that the BLS should suspend issuing monthly job reports and only issue quarterly reports until the jobs data methodology is corrected. So does the president disagree with that assessment that his nominee is said there, or suspending these monthly job reports a real option?
I think he floated the idea of possibly suspending until they can get the data and the methodology in order. And this president wants to ensure that the BLS, again, is putting out accurate and honest data that the American people can trust. Since you brought up the new commissioner, he holds a master's and doctor's degree in economics from Northern Illinois University. He's the chief economist in the Heritage Foundation's Center for the Federal Budget. And in addition to his work at Heritage, he has multiple other roles. He's been widely renowned for his work on economic issues. He's been called before Congress to testify as an economic expert. So he's a qualified individual, and the president trusts him to lead this important department.
Could this be more clear what is happening? I mean, unless you're MAGA, you see what's happening here. That Karoline Leavitt and Donald Trump and this administration, they don't want to make public labor data because it's already started. People are getting laid off. And if these become public, the rest of the world, the rest of the country will clearly see what they know is happening, that Donald Trump's decisions on tariffs and many other economic issues, the big, beautiful bill that's destroying the American economy, saddling trillions and trillions and trillions, upwards of 5 trillion, some have estimated, to the national debt. We know there's going to be deleterious effects of these policies, of this unforced error on the part of Donald Trump. So we have to suspend any metrics about job creation, about inflation. We'll probably stop too. Yeah. This is from Reuters. Trump picks heritage economist Antoni to lead U.S. Labor Statistics Agency. U.S. President Donald Trump on Monday said he was nominating economist E.J. Antoni as the new Bureau of Labor Statistics Commissioner 10 days after firing the agency's previous leader following a weak scorecard of the job market, accusing her without evidence of manipulating figures. He fired her because the job numbers are going down the tubes. And you can't tell the truth. You have to tell the emperor, oh, your clothes are wonderful and luxurious, when he's wearing nothing. Antony is currently the chief economist at the influential conservative think tank Heritage Foundation. He has been critical of the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the Labor Department's statistical agency, whose monthly figures about the state of the job market and inflation are consumed by a global audience of economists, investors, business leaders, public policymakers, and consumers. The nomination of Antony, who contributed to Project 2025, the controversial conservative plan to overhaul the government, was met with reservations from economists. Now, this is what I love, is when journalists, the media, and this isn't really a slam, it's more just an observation. I love when they use very professional language surrounding things like this. His nomination was met with reservations from economists. One of these persons, they expressed more than just reservations. Here's one, though. Quote, the nominee will result in a surge in demand for private label data, said Joe Brasulis, chief economist at RSM US. And here's one that's not quite as expressing reservations. Groundwork Collaborative's head of policy and advocacy, Alex Jaquez, called Antony a sycophant, adding his selection was, quote, a clear assault on independent analysis that will have far-reaching implications for the reliability of U.S. economic data. He called him a sycophant because that's what he is. And then finally, this is important because you need to remember, if you don't already have it in your phone, you should. What's the number? 202-224-3121. That is the Capitol switchboard. Get that in your phone. Again, I'll say it slowly. It'll be on screen. You can pause the video. 202-224-3121. A Capitol operator will answer the phone. You tell them where you live. They will connect you to your congressperson or your senator. And you can, well, not your congressman, because that's not going to help here. Your senator, who has advice and consent under the Constitution of the United States, they will be seen to the confirmation or rejection of this person as the commissioner of the Bureau of Labor Statistics. This is the last paragraph. Antony, who must be confirmed by the Senate, would take over an agency that has come under heightened scrutiny for the eroding quality of data it produces. The eroding first of all, that's not happening. That is the claim of Donald Trump. We don't have to make that a real thing. We don't have to give that space. We don't have to give that oxygen. We don't have to legitimize the lies and propaganda of Trump. All right, Reuters? Secondly, call your senator. Let them know there will be consequences if you vote to confirm this dipshit, this fascist enabler at the very least, fascist likely. After all, the giant portrait behind his desk at the Heritage Foundation is of a Nazi warship. Curious, no? Brittany Page is going to be doing a video about this, going a little deeper. I would recommend you check out her. I don't know when it's going to, she hasn't even recorded yet, but we're going to get that up. And I would suggest watching the deep dive on this. If you're not already subscribed to Brittany Page, go do so. If you're not subscribed to this channel, subscribe to this channel. I would appreciate it very much. Let's talk about it in the comments below this video. And you can call the voicemail line, 714-576-4054. Of course, as always, you can email me, daily@dollemore.com. I love and appreciate you very much. I will see you next time. Be genuine and take care of one another.